A new study published online in the journal Pediatrics finds while most children develop mild or moderate symptoms from the coronavirus, a small percentage, especially babies and preschoolers, can become seriously ill. In the largest study, that is, to date, researchers in China analyzed more than 2,000 cases of children under 18 reported to the Chinese Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. About 94% of the children were either asymptomatic or had mild or moderate cases, but just under 6% of the children had critical or severe cases. Of the 125 children in the China study who became severely or critically ill, 76 of them were age 5 or younger. 40 were infants under the age of 1. Joining me now by Skype to talk about the coronavirus and its effects on children is Dr. Kathleen Berchelmann. She is a pediatrician and the founder of MyCatholicDoctor. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So tell me, what are your thoughts on this study coming out of China?
Well, it's very concerning. We know that children, for the most part, do better than adults with coronavirus, but especially the youngest, especially the infants who have immature immune systems, still can become critically ill.
According to that study, the majority of the children were either asymptomatic or had mild symptoms. Why do you think that is?
Well, the older children especially have healthy lungs and healthy immune systems, and so they just aren't hit as badly.
Um, just another question. Does it add to the concern that young people are maybe inadvertently spreading this COVID-19 virus?
Yes, for sure. I mean, there's no doubt that young people are like the typhoid Marys of the COVID-19 epidemic, right? I mean, who can teach a child to not touch their nose, not pick their nose, not touch their face? It's really hard. So there's no doubt that children are big transmitters of this and other viruses. And we've shown that before for things like the flu.
Yeah, and the research also showed that, on the other hand, children under the age of 5, they actually seem to be more at risk for the virus. Any idea why that may be?
I think it's the same problem that they're going to touch everything and they're not good hand washers and they're going to put everything in their mouth, etc. And so they're going to get it. But actually, that's the design. That's part of God's design that young children get many viruses while they're healthy and build immunity to it. But this one's scarier.
Yeah. What are you advising parents to do at this time in order to keep their children and others safe?
Well, I do support the school closing choices. I know it's real hard. And so a big thumbs up to parents out there that are homeschooling their kids and trying, especially those trying to homeschool and work and telecommute at the same time. This is a time of challenge for parents. And preventing the spread of illness is fundamental to supporting a culture of life. And so it's just a time really for all of us to grow in virtue. It takes virtue and grace to keep your hands away from your face, to wash your hands, and to teach a 3-year-old not to pick their nose.
Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard. There are a lot of unknowns right now, spurring a lot of anxiety for a lot of us, especially parents. As a doctor and mom of 7, do you have any advice on how to cope with stress at this time for parents and even for young people?
I think exercise is key. I mean, from a medical perspective, we know that, and that it's a really great treatment for depression and anxiety and stress is exercise. So when you're homeschooling these kids, start every day with 100 jumping jacks. Try to get outside for a walk if you can, and pray together as a family, especially the rosary.
Yeah, that is such great advice. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you checking in with us and giving us your insight. Dr. Kathleen Berchelmann, thanks again.
Thank you.